everyone, today I'll be reviewing Guns Akimbo starring Daniel Radcliffe, Samira Weaving, and this movie is directed by Jason Lee Howden, and this movie is currently streaming on Amazon Prime if you want to see it. So when this movie's first trailer came out, I remember a lot of people has requested me to react to this trailer. Honestly, when I saw the trailer, I was like, that did not look interesting to me at all. But after seeing this movie, I must say I was wrong. This movie is definitely have some interesting stuff going on, like that I was interested in. And first half, although many people will find first act to be very slow-mo, I actually liked it, especially when your hands are like screwed to a gun. You do have to figure out how to use it, you know what I mean, how to dress yourself or eat, those things. I found it interesting, but I will see like many people will get bored. But second half of this movie is pretty action-packed. So when I first watching this movie, my biggest concern was this person, Daniel Radcliffe character, when he gets screwed a gun to his hand, and those guns, how many round their bullet they have, you know what I mean? And he cannot reload them or anything. What is gonna happen? I mean, the whole movie I was like, what will happen when he runs out of bullet? That is a problem. And then of course the side character, the other character shows up, Nyx, she played by Samira Weaving. I think she's a Hugo Weaving daughter, isn't she? So when she shows up and she was trying to kill him, and the whole movie is live streaming, and I was like, it was kind of weird when everybody was watching him and what he was doing. I was like, that is very weird situation. I thought interesting though. But I knew this, but when this character Nyx, she showed up, I knew somehow she will help him, I guess, at the end, because simply because he doesn't have enough bullet to fight everyone. If you know what I mean. Anyway, at the end, she does help him, and she is kind of a sympathetic character, you know, what happened to her. You do get a backstory about her, which is okay. And did I like the villain? I thought the villain was interesting. I guess this guy, he tried to be interesting. He has a tattoo all over his face and body, and he was saying this weird thing to Daniel Radcliffe's girlfriend when he kidnapped her, and I was like, story isn't great or anything. It's definitely very predictable when I think about it, and overall, but still this movie has some enjoying part to it. Some action scenes are done like a John Wick style, you know, slow-mo. There is some slow-mo scene, especially I must say the CGI for this movie looks okay, and I was like, whoa, this movie's budget must be really high. But turns out this movie isn't high budget. It's only $15 million it cost, and I was like, now I'm thinking and sit back and thinking how they made this movie with only $15 million. Maybe that's not the real budget for this movie. So I thought Daniel Radcliffe, he gave really convincing performance in this movie. I must say Daniel Radcliffe, he's becoming really one of my favorite actors, because especially after Harry Potter franchise was done, he's trying to pick up all these indie movies he's doing here and there. Some of them he's so good, especially recently I have seen one of them called Jungle. It's on Netflix. He goes to a deep jungle and he get lost. That movie, so he gave such a good performance in that movie, and it's sad nobody talks about it. So if you want to check out my review, do check it out, because I feel like he's becoming one of the good actor, you know what I mean? So I see why so many people had asked me to react to his movie trailer. So I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan or anything like some people. I'm okay. Anyway, so what I was saying, this movie is overall, I think it's okay watch. It's not as bad as I was I don't know why I thought this movie will be bad. It's actually decent watch, I thought. So I had a good time watching it. Some interesting concept here and there. Overall, very predictable plot, I suppose. But it's definitely give it a watch if you want. You have nothing to see on Amazon Prime. That was my thought on this movie. Thank you so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe and take care.